Good morning, dear student. This is your chemistry chapter, metal and non-metal. Our second part is here, physical properties of metals and non-metals. Okay, metals and non-metals. So here is the first of all physical state. So physical state, normally metals are normally solids at room temperature, except mercury and gallium, which are liquids at room temperature. Okay, it means non-metals generally exist as solids and gases at room temperature. Example, oxygen, chlorine and sulfur. So it means कि जो metals हैं normally वो किस room temperature पे किस state में रहते हैं? Solid. But non-metals are generally exist in solids and gases at the room temperature. Example, oxygen, chlorine, sulfur. Except bromine is the only non-metal. Bromine is the only non-metal that exists as a liquid at room temperature. This is the physical state of metal and non-metal. Second property is here, strength. Strength देखें, so most metals like iron, copper are strong and hard solids. Okay, so metals हैं, they are generally hard. But in case of non-metals, so non-metals are not as strong as a metals. It means non-metals हैं, they are not strong like a metal better. So this is the second properties. It means physical properties of metal. Third one, luster. Luster. Third property, metals such as gold, silver and copper all have luster. है ना? It means इसका जो meaning है, it means luster means the word luster means shine. The word luster means shine, and these metals they have an ability to shine and reflect light like gold, silver. Okay, and therefore they are, you can say, lustrous. This is the reason they are used in making jewelry and statue. Okay, if metals are showing lusters. Okay, so most of the non-metals have dull surfaces. Okay, graphite only except the diamond and graphite of some of few non-metals that have lusters. Okay, next one, malleability. One more things here left. जो चीज बच गई थी यहाँ पे स्ट्रेंथ में कि नॉन मेटल्स आर नॉट एज स्ट्रॉन्ग एज मेटल बट diamond which is a non-metal is very strong and is the hardest natural substance known beta. Okay, diamond is a non-metal. Okay, तो यहाँ पे छूट गया था, no problems. Next one, malleability. Malleability means the property by virtue of which metals can be beaten into sheet is called malleability. It means कि we use aluminium foil to pack food. तो वो कैसे possible है? It means and jewelry, making of jewelry, designers create number of design bangles, chain, bracelets using the property. Okay, इसीलिए वो क्या है? That can convert into, है ना, sheets. Okay, almost all metals are malleable. जितनी भी metals हैं, all metals are malleable. Like gold and silver are considered to the most malleable metals. Gold and silver are most malleable metals. And non-metals normally, जो non-metals हैं, non-metals are brittle and break into piece when hammered. अगर हम non-metal को करेंगे बेटा malleable अगर हम उनको sheets में convert करने की कोशिश करेंगे, so they will brittle and break into pieces. Okay, when hammered. अगर हल्का सा भी hammered करेंगे तो वो टूट जाएंगे. Next properties here, sonorous. Sonorous means metals produce a ringing sound. Means ringing sound. It means कि metals produce a ringing sound when struck. जब उनको struck करेंगे तो they will produce a ringing sound. Okay, so non-metals do not produce ringing sound. So have you ever seen the bell are made of metal, so mostly brass. It means non-metal do not produce ringing sound when struck hard, and hence they are not sonorous. Who's non-metal? So metal produce a ringing sound. So sound means sound produce करती है ना metal. Next property is here ductility. Ductility means the property by which metals can be drawn into wires, called ductility. So normally जितने भी metals हैं है ना, like copper, silver and aluminium can be easily drawn into wires. So but non-metals can not be drawn into wires as they are not ductile. तो जो ductile process है, जो ductile जो properties हैं, only the shown by metals. Okay. Next property is here conductivity. So you know very well metals are good conductor of heat and electricity, and non-metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity. Okay. Next, melting and boiling points. तो melting and boiling point में क्या difference है देखिए. So melting and boiling point here, first of all, with the exception of sodium, potassium and mercury, most metals have very high melting and boiling point. जितने भी metals हैं, mercury के अलावा, sodium के अलावा and potassium के अलावा, because they are soft material, soft metals, so उनका melting point इतना high नहीं है as compared to other metals. So and compared to non-metals के comparison में भी metals का जो boiling point है, they very high. तो non-metals usually have low melting and boiling points compared to metals. So most metals have a very high melting and boiling points as compared to non-metals, है ना. But graphite and few other forms of carbon have high melting and boiling point. So there is a physical properties of metal and non-metal properties, and to be continue this lesson in next video. So thank you class.